You don't have your headphones on. You gotta hit start recording, Marty.
Go ahead.
There you go. Marty wasn't even ready. You hit everything for us to go,
See?
and you weren't even ready. Pride was here last week. Pride's now down to here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Any lower, and it's problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for all the folks out there. What should I use to keep him quiet a little bit? Man?
Listen, I already told you I'm going to bring in to protect myself.
Yeah, he's protecting himself.
I'm going to protect myself.
Yeehaw.
We could talk about immigration again.
That's fine, man. I mean, if people are blind to what happened, I feel sorry for you.
Oh, God, yeah.
Seriously, I feel sorry.
At this point, my God, man. I don't know how much shit you need.
Well, I'm going to say this.
What's that?
You seen what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly seen what happened.
Mm-hmm.
There's several angles.
Mm-hmm.
You see him, the one officer pull away with the guy's gun.
Yeah.
Then you hear him get shot like 7 times.
10 times. I counted.
10 times. Oh, man.
I counted it.
You know,
man.
it's
wildness. And then you got people like, well, he had a gun. It's like, bro, so do other people.
And he had more clips for the gun, right?
Oh my God,
well, look
that is most people.
When
most
I
people
carry my gun,
yeah,
my gun holster itself holds 2 more clips.
Yeah, so does my buddies. So does my other buddies.
And I wouldn't go anywhere without the extra clips. Mm-hmm. So, and these dudes know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go that far.
My one buddy, his bullets sit on his belt.
Yeah.
It's true though. They do.
Right.
I'm like, Jesus.
So I mean,
yes,
it's a little ridiculous.
No, day and age we live in, man.
Well, they've already removed the boss dude, right?
Oh, Bonvana or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even care to learn his name.
They removed him, and they're removing 2 other people too. So.
Oh yeah, right. We'll see.
They know.
Yeah,
we'll
see. We'll see. Yeah, okay.
They know what the situation is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Well,
that was a
the downer of the
start.
night.
Yeah,
yeah, the downer of the night's out of the way. There we go.
Right.
There it is.
So,
what's going on in your world,
Marty? I
Marty?
talked to the chief today.
Yeah.
And I had remembered at a city council meeting that the federal government had give the police chief some money to help the homeless people.
Yeah.
Okay. And in what way? I didn't know. I don't think they said exactly what it was for.
Yeah.
At the time. Mm-hmm. So I was a little, curious today because, I'm going around and keep seeing it's like, what is it? 9 degrees, 5 degrees today?
Today it got to a high of 10.
Oh, and these
It was balmy.
Oh, and then in Dearborn, there was like a whiteout for a minute.
Oh, it wasn't just in Dearborn, my friend.
Right. I was up on the 5th floor of this building there, the attorney's office, and it just, everything turned white. He's freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm going, dang, I got to go right in that.
I got hit 3 times today in a whiteout.
But then that made me think about the person that I seen on the corner of Outer Drive and Southfield Freeway.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I was just thinking, wow, and that's what made me reminded me of, I haven't seen that many people in Taylor at the corners, as many. I mean, the weather definitely is taking its toll. So with that being said, I thought, well, what are they doing then? And where are they at?
Yeah.
So that's when I thought, well, I remember this. Let me send the chief a message and see what he says.
Yeah.
So he, as always, the chief has always been on top of it. When I ask him a question, he's always, answered my questions and everything. I've never had an issue with the chief at all. And he, again, answered my question. He said the federal government gave him money to help get them into mental health,
substance abuse,
and things like that.
Yeah.
And so then I asked him if they had used it at all, and he said yes. And I I will have some further questions for him as far as who, what, and where, and all that. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, that's a good thing. You know, and I
No, it
hope,
is. It's a great
and
thing.
I so hope and pray that someday, while I'm alive, we can see that people in this country don't have to do that.
You know, there was an experiment in Detroit when I was living in the North End, and what they had done was they took a vacant neighborhood, and they had all these tiny homes built in this neighborhood. You know what a
Right.
tiny home
Right.
is?
Yep.
So they had all these tiny homes built in this neighborhood, and some were, pretty big. They were a decent size.
Right,
but they were
right.
all experimental homes. They were meant to show what a tiny neighborhood would look like.
Right.
And, that's great for homelessness. Because what they ended up doing was they ended up giving those tiny homes to homeless people.
Right.
And if you go down that street nowadays, those houses still look immaculate. So the old additive, you give them something for free, they're not going to take it. It's bullshit. You give someone somewhere to live, somewhere to stay warm, somewhere to keep sheltered, they're going to take care of it. Now, if the person's going through mental health crisis or substance abuse issues, then yeah, of course it might fall to the side because they're more focused on the next high, or they're more
Right.
focused on, stopping the aliens from invading. But these people need help, and when you get someone help and you give them the proper tools to get on their feet, they do it. But a lot of individuals will rest on, well, no, they're junkies and blah blah blah. So that damns everybody else that needs an opportunity.
Well, I'm sure
that's
that
sad. That's
that
very
they
sad.
have certain qualifications and things that they're going to have to do
Oh, for sure, under 20%.
to keep those houses.
But
and to
that's the
have them.
thing. That's me and my buddy at one point. We were looking to try to do that in Taylor. We were trying to figure out, okay, how could we fund it? What would it look like? I designed the neighborhoods out. I designed out the houses.
Right.
We went that far, but we stopped at funding.
Right. Well,
We
you
couldn't
know,
get funding to do it.
you do know,
Well, it was wild.
you do know
Uh-huh.
that the area that they call Sin City was called Dover Estates,
Yeah.
on the corner. On the corner of Eureka and Inkster.
Yeah.
That would be the southeast
Mm-hmm.
corner.
Yeah.
And when I was 5, 6 years old, my dad passed away, and my mom, she had nothing in her name, So she started getting Social Security for us, and they offered us a house over there in that neighborhood,
Oh, okay.
27106 California.
Well, I
still remember the
there's
address.
someone living there now, Marty.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't.
Yeah, no shit.
I wouldn't be throwing that out there.
So don't attack the house on my behalf.
He doesn't live there anymore. I promise
Right,
you.
right.
Like,
So, anyways, it was a tough. I mean, I think we stayed there for a year,
yeah,
and we decided to go back to Detroit because that's how tough that, all those people that moved into there was pretty, pretty different,
Yeah.
type of people and everything.
yeah.
I'm not going to say bad, good, or indifferent, but
You know what
I'm sure you can figure out what I'm talking about.
When I was younger, you know what my friends used to call Taylor? Because they all lived in Detroit and like the outer areas. You know what they all called Taylor?
What?
Little Detroit.
Little Detroit.
Little Detroit.
That's Lincoln Park.
That's what they used to call it. Like, oh, you're from Little Detroit.
That's Lincoln
Like
Park.
what?
Lincoln Park is Detroit 2.0 in some certain areas,
I mean,
but
it's failure of government, failure of investment, failure to expand government services like mass
Yeah.
transit, which we'll talk about later.
yeah. Well, go ahead if you want.
Oh, you're done with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
shit, Marty, what
I
a
mean,
great segue that worked out to be.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So one of the leaders to homelessness in this area is the lack of transportation and thereof. So one big problem that we do have is that if you do not have a car in this area, you are dead in the water. Unless you are walking miles and miles, waking up a couple hours to get to work, ride a bike. But in the wintertime, that's not feasible.
Right.
You do what you got to do to make ends meet. That's what people do. But
So, what's your game plan?
game plan is beyond buses, for the love of God. Oh my God, if I hear another news story where they have a plan for mass transit, and I go, hell yeah, what is this? And I look at it and it's the buses, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm
Right.
going to lose my mind going to lose. Matter of fact, the Attorney General and the Governor are suing the oil companies for just basically hindering the expansion of mass transit, not just here in Michigan, but all over the country. Well, I got another news for you. There's another culprit in that case, and that's the automakers. The automakers.
No, definitely.
The automakers. But to go after them and to sue them would be shooting ourselves in the foot. So they get to walk away clean from this, unless another state jumps into the lawsuit party and sues the automakers for disenfranchising and systematically shutting down mass transit. Because the city of Detroit, at one point in time in the early 1900s, we had the best mass transit system in the nation. So much so that they were going to start building subways down Woodward. And as a matter of fact, most tunnels are still there. But with that being said, it never came to fruition because the government ended up privatizing, which is why you never want to privatize your services. But they privatized their service for mass transit, the trolleys, the buses, everything that was under the sun that revolved around that. And it went to a subsidiary of GM. Well, GM took all the trolley cars and everything they had and basically threw them in a landfill. They didn't. There was nothing wrong with them. There was the infrastructure wasn't deteriorating.
No way.
They literally just took those trolleys, got them off the street, and put them in a landfill.
Wow.
And that was the end of mass transit in Detroit.
When was that?
That was back in the 70s, I want to say, 60s or 70s.
Just to let you know, my grandfather worked for DSR at the time.
Yeah.
Which is now DOT.
Yeah.
And he drove a trolley car.
Oh, well, you can thank General Motors.
Baker
the reason
Street.
why he didn't retire from driving a trolley car.
Yeah, he retired from driving a bus.
So trolleys are very efficient. Actually, they're very efficient. They're more efficient than buses, but not here, not in the Motor City. God help us if we actually try to move away from vehicles. We try to move away from the car. The automakers don't like that. Matter of fact, they've got the say in the backyard. So what do you do? But nonetheless, mass transit has to happen. It's got to happen.
Some way or the other, for sure.
Light rail is the only way forward. Light rail is the way forward, whether it's light rail going down Telegraph from Taylor to Southfield or from Woodward to South or Pontiac, whatever, it needs to happen. And the longer we postpone this, the more expensive it's going to get and the more unrealistic it will be to build it.
Right. So how does that change how people get around?
Well, it reduces the car flow, so it'll reduce wear and tear on our roads, which will then reduce the budget and the cost to fix those roads constantly.
So I don't know if that's real feasible.
It is 120% feasible. Matter of fact,
because let me say, because you have a person coming from my house. Mm-hmm. Where do they go to get on the trolley? That's
it, and that's the problem with our area. All our area is built on a grid system, so it's not. It's no rhyme or reason. They just slapped that shit down and said live there, and they didn't plan anything out. They just made it into a grid system. So in order to do that, guess what, Marty? We have to fall, but no, we have to fall. Well, yes, or fall back on buses
in certain areas.
Say
on Van Born. Mm-hmm. On E-Course, on WIC, on all that.
Yeah, you would have to do
mass transit.
All linking up to Telegraph, so where the mass transit would be.
All then we would have to do is walk to the corner.
Yes, in essence, you would. Yeah, for sure, 120%.
Yeah, so I mean,
if you go to any major city in this nation outside of Michigan, because Grand Rapids doesn't count, Lansing doesn't count, Marquette doesn't count, Traverse City doesn't count.
That also makes us a healthier nation.
It does, because it's going to promote people to walk more. Walk to that bus stop, take the bus down to the mass transit. Now, the idea of, well, I don't use it, I don't want to pay for it, that's got to go away. Right. Because at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that I don't use, that I pay for, and I don't bitch.
Yeah, like schools.
Schools are one of them. Yeah, I don't pay. I don't have kids. I have nieces and nephew, and they utilize.
Right into the
next
next subject.
Two of them utilize the public school system.
Right
the other
into the next subject, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, yeah.
Man, this is going great, Marty.
Yeah.
Rev them
You
engines.
digging it? So, schools.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor schools.
Yeah.
The bonds.
The bonds and the bonding.
Yeah. We're going to have, I'm just let all the citizens know that there might be a big scam involved in that whole thing. You know, I mean, if you don't want your money, your taxes to go up next year, what I suggest you do,
Excuse me.
and I'm going to find out exactly who we're going to need to call, and I'm going to get number so we can exactly get to the right people and tell them that we don't want that bond. We don't want those bonds now. You know, we don't need them. If they're not going to build the school, what do we need the bonds for?
We'd have to vote on that, though.
Well, that's good. I'm sure that we could vote on it, and I'm sure right now.
You'll need to get a petition going.
Right. I'm sure. I'm sure the way that the people feel. No, we don't have to vote on it.
I mean, who are you going to call, Marty?
You call the school board, who's ever giving that money out, and tell them, hey, don't send it, because right now they don't have the money.
Yeah.
They're waiting on getting it. Okay, and now since they look at there was a involvement in that too. Just let me tell you, okay, because you had 4 school board members who were pushed and lovely.
Yeah, there it is.
And got on, and got onto the school board.
Yeah.
And they all had a reason for doing that. Those 4 did. And that reason was to get that millage passed, and then they were out of town. Then they were gone. They're no longer there.
Yeah.
Okay? If it was so important to them to get on the school board and to do something good, they'd still be there.
Well, they would have ran again. They would have stayed.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't. They
No.
served that term. They got the F out.
I don't even know if
And-
they finished their terms.
I don't know either.
You know,
I don't know.
No, because they had to replace people. You know, a couple people that I know are on the school board now, and now I have another feeling that somebody's going to try and get those positions too, and they'll use all the money, just like they did for the council members. So that's why.
So what you're saying is someone's trying to stack the deck.
Exactly. That's why this podcast is going to be so important to the people who don't want these bonds issued and given. Who needs a brand new football field?
Honestly, that's like the last thing the school needs to build is a brand new
shit.
Bro,
And how many baseball fields do we have in this city already?
too many.
Plenty.
Too many.
Okay.
Too many.
If you want to do the infields or the outfields and some AstroTurf or something, and maybe a football field in AstroTurf, so be it. But besides that, building something new that costs millions of dollars, ridiculous.
Well, it's not only that; it's the cost of maintenance, maintaining it afterwards.
Well, I've
And
seen
if it's going to cost us millions to build, it's going to cost us millions to maintain.
right. I've seen I think maintenance on AstroTurf is a lot cheaper than real grass.
Oh no, it will be. Well, I'm talking if they're actually building like a stadium, if they're actually building like
There's
a
new
building around a field.
They already built that. They've already done that over there at Kennedy. That and at Truman.
Truman
Those
does have a football
stadiums
field.
are brand new. The seats and all that stuff's pretty brand new.
Yeah.
You know, 10 years old maybe. Now I watched I don't know if I guess it's Trenton or something or Woodhaven on West Road. Over the last 2 years, I seen them redo just their existing fields
Yeah.
with turf.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Taylor, do you really think you're that high and mighty to get all this brand new stuff for
Trenton did it.
just because? I mean,
Trenton did it.
they did a brand new field.
Yeah, they did. They revamped their stuff. So, but I don't agree with it. I mean, like if you think a school cannot operate without sports, I'm sorry to burst that bubble. I got news for you. It definitely can. Sports are not necessary.
I want to know this.
So football fields, having a new football field, I could care less if they have a football field or not. Are they being educated?
Yeah,
and are they going on to college?
That's
or
what
are
I
they
want to
going
know.
into the trades?
That's what I want to know. How many of these football players, baseball players, and all that from the hockey, wrestling, whatever they have now new, are going to college afterwards to a D1 school? How many are getting there?
Not many. Not many.
So-
if it was an astronomical amount, we would be holding that up as a pride point in the city.
Right.
And it's not happening.
Right.
It's not happening. So why invest in sports when we clearly need to invest in the school buildings? Because these things were built in the 1950s. I'm telling you, people, I have seen it. I have seen the horrors. I have seen the conditions of these schools. Build them brand new. Get them new schools. These schools are almost they're almost 100 years old.
Yeah. My son played Little League baseball here when there were 4 different leagues in the city. But now the amount of kids playing the game is so low that they now have to connect this city with other cities, say Allen Park, say Brownstown, say whatever they are, Dearborn Heights, whatever.
Bro, parents don't have the time for this anymore. They don't. They're so bogged in their work.
Yep. They have to get all those cities together. They broke it down to now one league in Taylor.
Yeah.
And that it won't be long. And then they were just given a bunch of money. I don't know. Hopefully it's to use to go school to school and get kids excited about the game and stuff. And I'll tell you this: when a team in a state does well, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, that sport makes an upturn in the state as far as kids go to play it.
Gotcha.
I mean, in all of our Michigan State, Detroit Red Wings, Detroit Pistons, Detroit Tigers, the Lions, they're all doing decent.
It's not that. It's I'm telling you, it's the fact that the parents do not have the time.
Well,
Parents do not have the time. They're working mostly. I told you what the median income is in the city, 50 to 60K.
right.
And those jobs that pay 50, 60K are demanding. Like, if you take a sick day, you're fired demanding. Like, it's weird. I don't understand it. The higher pay you go, the less demanding it is. It's wild to me.
And that goes right into our next question.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
Again, this.
There we go. We're
pretty
doing it
good.
tonight. We're doing it. We're doing it.
So our next situation is
Yeah.
what?
Well, raises. everyone on the council's getting a raise, and they did it instead of doing it individually, to where they, like I said, they can deny certain things. If there's a department that's saying, hey, you know what, they didn't perform this year, or they didn't perform last year, raises a no.
So
They didn't do that. They just did
yeah.
that blanket. They blanketed raises.
I think they did it illegally. I'm not positive.
I don't think it was illegal.
No,
but-
because I think they have to do it. I guess it all boils down to who's running the show over there to know how to do it correctly. And you definitely got the wrong person doing that, because he got about a 60 IQ or something, if that. He might be lucky if he's there.
Oh my God!
And,
so, anyways, they did it wrong.
they
Is what
did
you're
it
trying
wrong.
to say.
They did it wrong.
And I agree with you. You shouldn't have just
And,
blanketed it.
Yep.
A
Because you
blanket
gotta
raise
give-
for everybody.
Because I think you got to give everybody the capability of voting yes or no on individual things.
Bro, I just want to ask them, they understand economics. Economics is very simple to understand. It's very straightforward. There are very
If-
stringent
if-
rules
if
to
you
it.
think-
If you don't understand economics, don't run for government.
Right. So you got a bunch of people over there that were involved in pushing this millage
Yeah.
that didn't work because they didn't hire the correct people to handle it. They didn't, oversee it. But still, if they give that millage, there's like 3 people who are going to end up getting like 15% of all that money,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous.
It's wild.
I mean, we're gonna dig deep into that.
Well, my big thing is you get a raise when you do a good job. And especially in government, the time you get a raise is when you figure out a way to lower the cost for your residents,
The
your,
cost
your,
of
your
living,
constituents.
taxes, everything.
You lower taxes. You find ways. I mean, that's really the big thing is find a way to lower taxes for all the residents. And
Yeah,
then
what's going to
through
happen?
that, you get your raise from the money that you saved.
What's going to happen with you people that are paying $8,000 or $10,000 a year in taxes?
Bro,
now?
it's insanity. It's
gonna
wildness.
It's going to be $12,000 or $13,000,
and it will be $12,000 or $13,000. Like if they keep going at this.
And you people also voted for it.
Council doesn't know how to save money. They know how to spend. It's very clear and apparent to me. These people know how to spend money like it's no one's business. But they sure as hell don't know how to save money. I'm telling you that right now, because if they knew how to save money, they knew how to condense down departments, and they knew how to hold people accountable to KPIs and everything, we wouldn't be spending this much. And there probably wouldn't be that many city employees. Like I'm telling you right now, if we actually had people in there who were holding people account.
I've already got one school board member who's going to come on here. I'd like
another guest.
I'm reaching out to all the others. If you want to come on here and explain yourselves, just like I did with the people running for city council, most of them probably wouldn't have got on city council if they came and answered my questions. Not a chance in the world.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but nonetheless,
they would have.
There are questions that do need to be answered, and it's like, why do you feel you
yeah.
deserve a raise, especially for the newcomers? Mm-hmm. Why is it that you feel you deserve a raise for a job you haven't even done yet?
Nothing.
They haven't done anything yet.
Nothing.
Nothing. They're brand new to this. The only thing they're saying is more money.
Show me.
And more money means more for me.
Show me where you save money.
They can't do that, Marty.
Show me.
If they could have done that, they would be parading that all over the place. They would be on Facebook. They would be every Taylor Today you get would show you. Oh, this is where we've saved money. This is how we've lowered your taxes by cutting this, or by merging this, or by eliminating this.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen because they don't know what to do. They have no idea.
You had the mayor and his buddies handing out pens that had the 4 names.
Oh, you're talking about school board.
Yeah, school board. Of 4 names of those.
I'm talking about council, but okay.
That's good. 4 names of those people who got on council, helped push that millage, and then jumped out.
School board. They got on school board.
Jump board. Yeah, jumped ship.
Hey, they jumped that
board.
shit.
Yeah, none of them are no longer there. I don't even think they made it through their first term, to tell you the truth. But
I wouldn't be shocked, and I was for this.
sad.
I was out there. My friends were like, I don't like this. I don't agree with it. And I go, no. I was like, this is great. We need to get new schools. We need a new school. We need a new high school. And then we passed the millage, and then all of a sudden, well, we can't have a pool.
And they blamed it on COVID.
We can't have a gym.
now
COVID's hit. Now the price of everything's gone up. We can't do it.
When a
it's
school,
like, bro.
Yeah, when a school in Detroit is getting built for $30 million less than the one that they're trying to build here, and it has to do with those people who are taking chunks of money out of that. You know,
it might shock some people,
thinking
but
they deserve it.
Businesses do have price points for certain regions in which they work. So let's say, a construction company, they know that they can't nickel and dime people in Detroit because there's not a lot of money in Detroit. So they got to go in there and they give them a fair rate, fair price. Well, they come out to the suburbs. Well, now we're talking. Now there's money out here. So now the rates do change.
I don't know about that.
But no, I do know about that. I will tell you right now, where you go depends on what you pay. Like, bro, let's take a Subway sandwich. Oh, I hate Subway, but let's take a Subway sandwich anyways. All right,
$3.99.
All right, let's go back in time a little bit to when it was $5, $5 footlongs. Because now I think it's like $8-9.
Right.
So, anyways, you buy a $5 footlong down here in Taylor, $5. Awesome, greatness, save some money, cool. Go up to West Bloomfield, go up to Birmingham, Royal Oak. Dude, you're paying back then. You were paying like $10, $11.
They still had the $5 foot.
No, they didn't.
They did so.
No, you go up there, bro. Prices increase.
I promise.
Prices increase. If
That's
it's
not
$7 down here today, go up to West
not true.
Bloomfield, and it'll be way more. I assure
promise
you that.
it's not true.
Marty, I've been working around these rich bastards for my entire career. I've been working around that rich area
So
my
see-
entire career.
so
and I
see-
will tell you, when I go to get lunch, I drive not to West Bloomfield.
So the mayor in Taylor wants to be in a whole nother tax bracket.
He wants to be at 145.
I don't think
145K.
I don't
What?
think he realizes the more money he makes, the more money they take.
Not even that. It's more or less the more expectation that's
No, because
on
I
you.
don't think he's that smart.
Well, I'm letting you know. It's
Right.
the more money you make, the more expectation that's going to be sought from you. You know, the expectations are going to be higher. It's not going to be, I did a great job. You know, I'm going to make $20K more next year, and you'll be good. No, it's, bro, you're making 20K more. Now we demand more. This isn't, I get a raise. This isn't your personal piggy bank. You're a public servant. And emphasis on servant, not servitude, but servant. You are in service to us. You are not in service to yourself. You are not in service to your family. You are not in service to your friends. You are in service to everyone in Taylor. And I'm going to tell you right now, the medium income in Taylor is $60K. So why is it that you need to make $145K in a city where the medium income is only $60K?
And probably not even
It's
that.
it's selfishness is what it is. You don't have to take this raise. You're already making, bro, if I was making $120K where he was, bro, I wouldn't be asking for no increase. I'd be like, bro, it's great. It's wonderful. I'm living wonderful.
Well, that's the second raise since he's been in
I
office.
know, and that's what I'm saying
You
is,
know?
bro, you haven't done anything substantial to say I deserve this 20K raise. Bro, you don't deserve crap as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, please tell me what you did.
deserve the medium income
You know?
salary of what your constituents make.
You don't have no
Until you do something for them.
You don't have no say so who builds something.
Bro,
in the
look at our city. And I love Taylor. And someone who, why do you always bash it? It's because the people that running are fucking idiots. Look at our city. Look at our city. Look what's going on.
Maybe the ones that run it.
Look at what's going on right now. Taxes is going up. Conditions are getting worse, not better. But yet here's our government.
More businesses are closing than
More
opening.
businesses are closing. We have more abandoned buildings in Taylor now.
Yep.
So for them to sit back and say we are deserving of a raise, buddy, I don't know who's I don't know who you're going off of.
See,
But I'll tell you, in my book,
they've only
this
built,
ain't it.
they've only built on the east side of Telegraph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've
No,
all-
that is true.
Yeah,
That is very
They've only
true.
promoted the east side of Telegraph,
Uh-huh.
and maybe a little bit between Goddard and Northline.
Yeah.
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 In those areas.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's sad to say when you have a pretty vibrant city that could use, something happening on Van Born Road,
This city
a
was
new rec center
yeah.
on
well,
Van Born Road with a swimming pool.
Bro, we don't need any more new buildings. That's what I'm trying to say. Is this shit costs money.
we
It costs
need-
money to maintain.
we
we
need-
need schools, buddy.
Well, that's for sure.
We need schools before we get anything else.
I mean, you look at the one school, the junior high. What's it? The name of it?
Which junior
West?
high? What, West? Oh, West is a shambles. That's a shame.
You see what happened? The whole thing flooded.
Yeah, my nephew's been
gym,
out of school for for
the,
a couple
the,
days,
the
bro.
floor is like a motocross, and
Bro, I could have told you that was gonna. I'm telling you guys.
You know what?
Our
You know what
schools are
caused that?
hanging on by threads.
You know what I bet you caused that?
What?
They tried to do less heat at night.
I mean, probably save money.
I
I'll
bet
tell you
you
this
money.
right now.
The stupidest thing.
People are not sending their kids to Taylor schools because they want to.
No,
They're sending their
they
kids to
have
Taylor
to.
schools because they have to.
Yeah.
Like it is 120%. These schools, no wonder people aren't searching out our school district to bring their kids here because our schools are abysmal. I
It's
wouldn't
not
want my
just
kid
the
in these
schools
schools.
itself. Okay.
But it starts with the schools.
Right.
You want people coming to the city, you want people moving in, then get those schools churning. Get them newer buildings, get them looking
you
better.
You gotta have.
But it's
some
gonna-
really,
it's-
really good teachers.
You do, and we
gotta
have some really good teachers. We do, but they need the tools to do their job. And right now, the tools that they have are inadequate. They're inadequate. The classrooms are dog water. If I had a kid, I would not send him to. I know why my dad never sent me to Taylor schools. Now I know. Now I know. It's the first time I walked around Taylor school, I go, it's like Joe Pesci. That meme where Joe Pesci's walking up and goes, "What the fuck is this shit?" That's what that was me.
See, he just wanted to swear.
Oh, I swear it a couple times already. But nonetheless, that is 120% what happened. Walked up to his school. I looked in there. I walked in that bitch. I walked out and I said, "My God, these kids deserve better," and they do. But it's gonna need the city council to get off their high horses and come in there and work with the school board to figure this shit out.
We're making this one a short and to the point.
Yeah, we are. I'm
podcast
sorry. I'm
today.
going all over. But nonetheless, like I said, though, they need to figure this shit out. It's got to get figured out. The crown of the city is not the parks. Those are just literally the accents. The crown of our city should be our schools and how good they are.
Okay, here let's get back to this now.
Yeah.
We have a person on the city council who last month was walking. 2 months ago was walking. Now he's got a brand new F-150. Please tell me how. Do you have a job? You didn't have a job before. You have a job now? We're going to look into that stuff. We're going to see what's happening. Because it just doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. I mean, you got to have proof of income.
Income. Yep.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Unless you use something somehow, some way, and we will see. So, I'm not going to mention a name, but you can figure it out for yourself. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. So the other thing is, who else made money off of getting in there? Well, let's
look at the super PACs.
Yeah,
what super
look.
PACs
Let's
they
see.
have?
let's look real close.
What political finance committee are they running here? Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, you could have got yourselves in a bit of trouble. Is all
Money in
I'm gonna
politics is the great Satan. I'll tell you that much.
Isn't that
It really has led our
Isn't that
country
something?
down to the shitter. Like money in politics, because money motivates. Money will motivate because at the end of the day, it's self-preservation. And if someone's getting more money to be able to afford that yacht, or to be able to, build something, I don't know. But money is truly what kneecaps us in our government. It really is. So
Yeah, and the little bit that I have and that I make, I planned on giving my whatever it was, $14,000 to for a good cause somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
I can live perfectly.
Careful, Marty. You're gonna have fucking places calling you.
What I have right now.
It's like you win the lottery, bro. Don't do that. You'll have people calling you left and right. You'll have a third cousin come out of the woodwork.
I did win the lottery.
Yeah, you didn't win that much. You
Yeehaw.
didn't win that much, buddy.
Yeehaw.
Oh, I'd be telling you, pay off. Just buy me somewhere down in a fucking island somewhere so I can sit on a beach with.
That's where my buddy's at right now. He's been there
What?
for a month in Mexico.
I don't want to go to Mexico.
No, well, he's,
But I'll go to the Caribbean island or something.
he's in, what's that, Playa, what's it called?
Cancun.
No.
My grandparents had a condo down there.
He owns, my ex-partner at the bar owns an apartment complex in that portion of Mexico. It's like where most people go.
Cancun?
No.
That's where most people go.
I don't know about that. That changes, bro. That changes. Really.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So it was.
Both my sisters were just down there. They were telling me about, all the, you go to the beach and they got guys walking around with submachine guns. The police. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I certainly.
Yeah, that's somewhere I want to be.
I certainly didn't see that in the pictures that I've been seeing.
The
Video, and he does video.
He might be in a different part of Mexico, but in Cancun, they sure shit are.
There's a little.
What are you playing?
We had to back that up.
Why are you showing me a video no one else can see? Like, just let's move on. No, Marty, we're stalling. No, Marty,
Stop.
we're stalling.
I'm not stalling because
We are, bro. No one can see this video,
We're
bro.
gonna be done real quick.
No, we're not. If you're on your phone, doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling. Is that like this new word
Doom scrolling?
for you little?
I mean, it's not new. It's not new at all.
for you little gamers.
No, gamers have way worse. Did you ever play Call of Duty on the 360? I don't
have
think
never,
so.
Ever,
That lobby,
I
whoa.
have never ever played.
Whoa.
I know too many people who really played that game.
I am very positive the UN put a binding resolution on the Xbox 360 Call of Duty chat lobbies.
Yeah.
I am very positive they did.
Why?
Oh, bro, it was. Whew. Ooh, oh, man, the shit people would say on there, you'd be like, what? Like, wait a minute, what?
So now we get to this
What?
sheets thing.
Yeah, sheets.
Now,
Not sheets that go on your bed,
no,
but the sheets
no.
you're going to be pulling up to.
Yeah, you're gonna test it out, see what it's about,
Maybe get some food on the inside.
and it
Be
not
horrible for your health.
and there's just one like 3 miles down the street, and we'll see.
Listen,
how,
we needed this, Marty. If Taylor doesn't get the sheets, we collapse.
Oh yeah.
We collapse.
Yeah.
Trader Point is done.
The mayor wants you to believe that he's made this happen on his corner, so please understand that none of these companies come to this city because of the mayor, all right?
That's true, though.
They-
They will if the mayor gives them that good of a tax break.
Well, no, not even that's going to
Did you ever hear about the Masco tax credits
Oh.
they gave back in the day? Oh, my God. It drove my grandfather away from city politics.
Yeah, they're gone now because they ran out of
Yeah,
all the
no, they
breaks.
expired. The tax credits expired, so they got out.
Yeah, so
Now Ford's here.
I'm just saying, let's hope and pray it doesn't end up being another empty building
Which ones? Oh, the sheets?
on Telegraph.
Wait, Telegraph? No. It's on Eureka right after 75, I thought.
No, there's another one going to be right on his corner.
What the hell gas station they building on 75?
Same thing.
Sheets.
One might be a pilot or something.
I'm guessing. I know the one off 75, I believe, is the sheets.
Yeah.
We don't need no 2 sheets in Taylor.
You know?
We don't need that. Bro.
It's on the corner of the mayor's street.
Oh, thank God. So you
I
can
mean,
pay more
5
for your
houses-
gas than
five-
what than you
Yeah,
cut anywhere
5
else.
houses from his house.
Bro,
from
Sheets
his
gas
house.
ain't cheap. They're not known for having cheap gas. They're just known for having some food on the inside. The F do you want? What value does that bring to our city?
Yeah, and
What value does that bring, Marty? Tell me.
How many? Well, they're going to say that it brings jobs.
Oh, yeah, let me go stand in line for that $17.75 an hour job.
Yeah.
That sure as hell is going to get me out of poverty. Oh, my God, man.
Can't live on that. You still
I'll
get,
tell you.
still get a bridge card.
Actually, you go work at Walmart 40
still
hours,
get-
you got a bridge card.
still get
That's the
insurance.
truest travesty in this nation.
Isn't it something?
People work 40 hours, and they're told, well, you need to work more. Like, what do you mean? Like, bro, it was back in the day. It was your grandfather or your dad went to work or your mom went to work, and then someone stayed home. Not anymore.
And here's another thing I want to do. I don't know if it matters to anybody, but it should.
What?
I'm going to start giving out names of the people who got those houses while Solers was in office.
Oh, shit, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, why not? Because
I got the whole list,
That is such an egregious crime, bro.
and
They
just-
rip people out of our community.
and just wait
They
and
rip
see.
good people out of our community. They
Wait
rip
and see.
people.
And the blight in the city, the mayor has done nothing for it. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, I know. They'll go
You
blight.
know that he was the blight, the king of blight. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do it all.
Bro, we got more abandoned
He doesn't even
businesses.
change it. He especially doesn't change this for his own friends.
Well, listen, Dollar General can't occupy every one of these buildings.
Yeah, you
so
know.
they're going to have to go to the new drawing board and figure this crap out.
So we got a CVS on the corner of Wick and Telegraph that closed down. Whatever
Yes.
it was, CVS
Yeah,
or Rite Aid.
it was
or whatever
Walgreens. Or no, it was the CVS. It was the CVS.
So we have a Walgreens on the corner of Eureka and Telegraph that shut down,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
We have a Wahlburgers. It's now something else, but
Oh, it's K-Pot.
it's shut down.
K-Pot.
right?
We got Hooters shut down now. That's the truest crime of them all.
Yeah.
Those wings were good. Not joking. They were
Hooters
garbage.
gone. So, I mean, the list just is growing.
Yeah.
There was a phone store on the corner of Champaign. And
Oh, bro, I'll do it
Telegraph.
Saturday. I'll drive around the city and start writing all the empty businesses.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man, I
And
swear
take a
I drive
picture of the
around more than they
buildings.
do.
Take a picture of the buildings, and we'll take a picture of the blight.
Yeah.
and see who owns that blight.
And if you guys could also fix the Pardee right after you turn left off of Goddard onto Pardee.
Yep.
There's like the road crews for some reason left this massive mound of gravel. So now when it rains, these poor people, or snows, all that water gets built up in their driveway. Or when you're driving down Pardee heading north, you hit that bump and it shoots your car up. I'm shocked I'm shocked no one said anything, bro. It's still there and they haven't fixed it. It's this massive hump of just rock and concrete, bro. And you're just like, guys, who patched this and said this is a great job?
Yeah. Well, that's just it. I mean,
but I mean, our city crews can't even get it
I
right.
don't think there's a big college degree for patching.
No, all they do is they throw that shit in there. And here's the most egregious thing: you're really supposed to take the heavy tamper
Yep.
and sit there and tamper it down until
Yep.
it's nice and flat.
Yep.
They don't even do that.
They think the car's running over; it's going to do it. And there's
Bro,
nobody.
boys, don't you want muscle?
There's nobody
Like,
there.
that's
There's
what the hell?
nobody there to refill it when it gets too low from tampering.
No.
So it just happens
They
all
do.
over
It's the
again.
most garbage, and they'll say, "Well, this new stuff doesn't." Well, obviously it does,
Yeah.
because it's garbage. Like, it is garbage. You're not tampering it down, bro.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to
What's that?
Alex Garza, because I think the man has done every position that he's held. He's tried to make things better, and he's tried to do things. And I see over and over again, he's doing it in the county, and I'm glad he's got the position he has, because he's able to help, a lot of downriver communities.
Yeah.
And I see some stuff is going on down in Brownstown or wherever it is.
Oh yeah. His office helped me out once during COVID.
Yep.
My unemployment got backed up to I think it was like $9,000. Yeah, it was $9,000. I was owed $9,000 from unemployment, and I'm going back and forth. So I finally had it.
So, but there's two
They
people
helped. So shout out to him too.
who are state representatives who are supposed to be representing us.
Are you talking about Louis Anderson?
No, what's the guy's name?
What Jim? The
DeSana?
used cars, DeSana.
Yeah. And
Veteran, come buy my used car down in Lansing. I got things I gotta go.
and what's the other lady's name?
Jamie, the Louis Anderson Thompson.
Yeah. So these guys have done
Life
zero.
with Louis, bro.
Zero. Matter of fact, they've really messed up a lot of things that would have been helpful.
No, they screwed over us. They screwed us over so hard
Yeah.
on those lead pipes. And Jamie Thompson's like, we've stopped them. She's like, we stopped them because we're like Doge. And I'm like, the fuck did you just say?
Yeah.
The fuck did just came out of your mouth?
Yep.
Like, bro, every time I see one of her political ads, and I'll watch them all the way through. And if no one believes me, I'll watch them on here. I'll watch them in real time and give you my thought. Like, I see her, and I go blind with rage because she has done jack squall, and she's standing up there grandstanding saying she's done so much. First off, if anything has happened, it was because of her staff. Now, let's be very clear about this.
And anytime either one of you'd like to come on my podcast,
they ain't doing that.
feel free, because
Jim DeSanta ain't got the balls
I
for that.
know you're
Bro,
chicken shit.
Jim DeSanta doesn't have the balls. Remember the night I went to go to it was back in October or something. I went to go talk about when the 287G agreement came out, and everyone kept saying we have no idea that happened. And then all of a sudden, this is how pussy Jim DeSanta is. He doesn't come down here to tell us what his aide said. He sent an aide. His aide comes into the council meeting. You can watch this. It's on video. It's in the archive. You can watch it. The aide comes in there and goes, I'm just down here to remind you guys that any withdrawal from a federal agreement will mean lack of federal funding or a cancellation of federal funding that you've been awarded.
blah, blah.
So Jim DeSanta knew that this 287G agreement went on. How did he know this 287G agreement went on? Well, because he had the foresight to send his aide. This guy is so fucking stupid. If he just would have waited till the next council meeting to send that aide to give that message, like, oh yeah, Jim DeSanta didn't know. He's just reinforcing. No, he preemptively sent his aide to come read City Council the Riot Act. And those idiots sat up there like idiots, and they didn't say anything to this guy. They let him come in and just say, to basically whack this little kid, this 20-something-year-old kid, They allowed this 20-year-old kid to come in there and big dick him. And then Woolie's sitting there just like, and then you got other city council members just kind of sitting there and blank stares on their face.
Because
and
they
I'm
don't know
looking
what to
like,
do or what to
I
say.
would have stood up and said, you shut your mouth. You come into this council. You threaten us with this vague threat of it. We cancel. Listen, bud, if I was on council at that time, I said, you know what? The agreement's canceled right to his face.
Yeah.
Go tell your boss.
Thanks, but no
we
thanks.
canceled. Thank you, but no thank you. Get the fuck out of here.
So,
Well, yeah, this
on that note,
Jim DeSanta fucking knew. Don't let that punk lie to you. He's a liar and a thief.
I'm going to say a couple shout outs.
What?
Well, my usual suspects. You know, we're going to give a shout out to Get and Go on the corner of Beach Daily and
Get and Go.
Goddard.
Yeah.
What is that coffee place across the street there?
That's Bigby.
Bigby.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to those guys at
Big
Bigby
B.
there. You know, and we should be able to have food trucks in this city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, but
There you go, council. There's another stream of revenue.
Taylor's always behind everybody
There's
else.
another stream of revenue you guys are missing out on.
We're always behind everybody else.
We are because people aren't.
It's the truth. We've never been ahead
It's
of
either
ahead of the curve.
It's
Never.
either they stay downriver and they never leave,
Yep.
or they stay in Taylor and they never leave. Luckily for me, I get to leave. So
I'm gonna give a shout out to one.
excuse me.
This is not a good shout out. Just let me tell you.
Uh-oh.
To whoever the dude was. What did they do? They're dog catchers, and what else do they do?
Oh, the ordinance.
Ordinance, yeah.
Yeah.
The ordinance. guy
That's
there.
wild to me. That's so stupid.
The Hispanic ordinance guy who took me to court and lost.
He was Hispanic?
Yeah,
What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with any of
I
it?
don't know. Maybe
I'm
he's
Hispanic.
on the list for ICE. I don't know.
Bro, I always tell people I'm American. I don't care. Though you're a Mexican American. No, I'm American. I was
might be on
born in
the ICE.
Detroit.
He might be on the ICE list. I don't know. You'll never know.
Well, you know,
you'll
it's
you'll
not-
know when they come and grab him.
Oh, you should not be joking about that. You should not be joking about that. Well, because
I'm just gonna say that
it's gonna. I honestly think that someone in Taylor would get shot. They still wouldn't
you're
walk away from that agreement.
you're a POS coward, and you made something up for.
Oh no, my work up got you worked
administration.
up.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm just gonna,
This is why I don't get worked up often, Marty, because
Right,
it just
right.
leads to other people getting worked up around me.
right. So enough said about that guy. I didn't want to give him his name or nothing. Maybe someday I will give him his name.
No, you're never gonna give us not as long as I'm here.
But,
Well, you're not doxing people, bro.
So I want to
people wanna find out.
give a shout
Okay.
out to who else? Oh, the Taylor Exchange, Paulie and the guys down there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, these guys, they can really help you out if you need to get rid of something, have a little money in your pocket or whatever. Especially with the gold prices they are, man. If you got old beat up gold or pieces of broken stuff or whatever, bring it in, man. They'll hook you up. The prices are it's 4,000. It's 4,000 an ounce now.
That's insanity.
You know.
The fact that the stock market is up and then gold and silver is up at the same time as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's scary.
Yeah.
That's very scary. That should not be happening.
Yeah.
Precious metals usually never go up when the stock market's up.
So Paulie and them guys at Taylor Exchange, go down there and hang out with them. Check out what they got. They always got cool stuff to sell. You never know. You might see something you need. I do quite often when I go down. I find something I need.
Yeah.
But good guys down there. Where else? Where's the next one would be? Oh, you're laughing now.
I'm laughing now because you're trying to remember your shout-outs.
Well, there's
deck.
that gas station on the corner of Goddard and Telegraph.
Yeah.
It would be on the south west corner.
Uh-huh.
It's got gas super cheap. They just opened some new owners,
Oh, okay.
So go down and give them some love,
Yeah.
Always help out the new people,
Mhm.
and then they can make the place look better and everything.
Yeah, there you
else.
I got a shout-out.
All right,
I got
go
a couple
ahead.
shout-outs.
Go ahead.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
couple shout-outs for myself.
Oh, to yourself.
No, not for myself, but
I want to shout out to both of us for what?
What have we done?
For doing what we do here. We try to enlighten the citizens, on good and bad things happening in the city.
Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%.
I want to see if that place opens up this summer, the old water park.
Yeah. Oh, Lang Park.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's safe.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Because when the city starts, doing their own inspections for them inspecting their own stuff, that might be a little questionable.
Well, I would hope not. I would hope it actually would be more rigorous
You would hope.
than what it would be for anything else.
Right.
But anyways, my shout out M&M Auto over on Telegraph right before Goddard. Did amazing work on my girlfriend's car. Matter of fact, so much so I walked in there last time and I saw they had this rinky-dink printer. Oh, my heart dropped for them. And I go, no, this isn't going to work. And they go, what do you mean? So I came back with the printer. I gave them a printer. I was like, use this. This is way better. This is going to be way better for you guys. Oh, my God. So shout out to them, though. They remind me of my brother-in-law's shop back when I used to work off of Joy Road in Greenfield. And then his other shop on 6 Mile in Greenfield back in the day. They just, not to say that area, but just to say the shop and the atmosphere, that reminds me a lot. So a lot of nostalgia came rushing back to me doing that. So I had to help him out. And another
on my other podcast, I have to control my partner there sometimes too.
Why?
And
Why are you controlling people?
he just keeps on going on this.
Well, anyways, so shout out to Eminem, and then shout out to all the housekeepers of the world.
All the moms, all the dads, yeah.
All
the citizens of Taylor. God bless,
for sure.
God bless you.
We're in this together one way or another. Like if it's the good, the bad, the ugly. My thing is I get worked up because I've been quiet all my life. Like a lot of these things I've thought about when I was 18. I'm 39 now.
He's spreading his wings. Spreading his wings.
I finally have time to actually focus.
Right on.
No more.
I'll give a shout out to Bill's Auto on Van Born. The guys have always been really nice to me, good to me.
You're gonna outshine my auto place.
No, but
you're gonna take away that thunder, huh?
If you went down there, I mean, both places are probably good places. I can name some.
There
bad
can only
ones.
be one auto repair shop in Taylor. One to rule them all.
I can name some bad ones.
And in the darkness, bind them.
I can name you one that's full of blight and everything else, but that's for the next podcast.
I will this Saturday. I'll drive around the city for a couple
too.
hours
Me
and
and
just record the blight.
Yep.
It'll be good. It'll be a day trip, a nice little road trip for me and my girl, even though we're in the same city.
Yeah.
Taylor. Oh, God help me.
I'll show you some places of why that
I need a life.
We're not building up, instead of we're going backwards in some areas.
Well, no, we are going backwards. So I mean, but sometimes you got to move backward to move forward. So let's hope that's the case.
And just to let you know, you can anybody. This is a public thing. You can watch us. Anybody can watch us.
Yeah, we had no idea this was private for friends only. Once again, we're learning.
So
I usually stream on Twitch when I do that, so that's usually just automatic.
And that's another thing we got to do is add this to some other.
You want to stream on Twitch?
Well,
we will get a live chat on Twitch, and I'm going to tell you, Marty, it gets wild. But I'm okay with that. We can do that. We can definitely do that.
Listen, it can't be any more wild than Yahoo Chat was.
Oh, Yahoo Chat.
Fight
Club.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers the Fight Club back in the day when they brought in voice chat to Yahoo, I was there.
There was a lot of different things on there, man.
There was a karaoke club. Me and my sister, we'd wait till someone was in the middle of a song, and then we'd bust in singing and sing a song.
And then it would be worse.
It would too, because we couldn't sing.
I'll play a song.
No, we're wrapping it up. We're rolling out of here.
Can you sing, okay?
No. Marty, you play us out. Play us out. All right, everybody. For Taylor Uncovered, this is Chris. This is Marty. He's rocking out on the guitar because that's what we do now. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I get to see us out. And have a great week. And if anything, we'll see you guys next week. And next week, God help us, I don't know what we're going to talk